Hello everyone, Curly here, and welcome back to Minecraft. In the last episode, we found this lovely island. We picked our historical theme of Wallachia. I double-checked the pronunciation of that, and I think I'm pretty close. We also built this wonderful detailed starter build, which is of course that we're not going to keep this for very long. I just needed somewhere to put my stuff. There's a few things I want to do in this episode. I want to explore a little bit around this island, hopefully find a few more biomes so I can get more wood types, maybe find a few more villages. That would be nice. Also, I think this island is just small enough to be able to reasonably deforest everything. That should make it a little bit easier to plan out some builds. And I do want to complete a starter base today, probably in this area. This seems quite nice. I do have an idea of what I want to do for that, but you'll have to wait until the end of the episode to figure that out. Okay, time to go exploring, I guess. This is the way that we came from. So I know there's a village over there, a relatively useless one. I guess it makes the most sense to explore the nearest landmass over here and see what we got going on. Nearly forgot my bed. Okay, this is the closest island we have. It looks like we've got quite a lot of cold biomes over there and just in the general vicinity, which ooh, I think I spot a mushroom over there. There's something red. If that is a dark oak forest, that is exceptional. I'm really hoping that that will have a pale garden in it because I do love pale oak. I mean, I'm not really planning on using a lot of like acacia or jungle wood, so I'm not too pressed that it's basically just taiga biomes. We've got this weird snow area over here. Let's have a look. Annoyingly, this world does seem quite sparse on the village front. Ideally, I'd have a village quite nearby the island so I could transport villagers over easy. But it looks like our nearest landmass is technically also an island. That's quite nice. Maybe for a future development on that hill. Is that a shipwreck? What is that? Okay, polar bears there. No, thank you. Oh wait, that's a village? Oh, they have iron lanterns. Okay. I didn't know villagers could spawn here. This is how little I actively engage in the game. I do like your outfit, though. Right, this village also doesn't just stack wheat everywhere. I'll take all the iron, though. Thank you very much. And an emerald? Yes, please. Ooh, bit spenny. Okay, it doesn't look like there's too much here. What is this? Oh, this is a blacksmith. Very strange. Ooh, okay. What is in this igloo? Sorry for ruining your privacy, guys. Am I going crazy, or is there, like, stuff under igloos? I might be going crazy. Yeah, I think I'm crazy. Worth a check. That is such a strange shipwreck. Do I risk getting in a tangle with polar bears? Maybe. Hello, guys. I'm safe. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just here to explore. Just ignore me. What is gone on? This thing is just straight up floating. Got the Flying Dutchman, or half of the Flying Dutchman here. That's crazy. What have you got hidden? Buried treasure map. Free paper's not bad. Alright, not bad on the loot front. I'll take it. It's still like, it's not even midday. We can see if we can find the buried treasure. Oh god, that's loud and scary. Moving on. I wasn't intending on coming over this way. It looks to be just a lot of snow. Ooh, okay. Right, now do I have enough durability on the shovel to dig all of this beach to find the treasure chest? Because it is not going to be right here, is it? Yeah, spoiler alert, it was not right here. Where on earth is this then? Oh, hello. Okay, not too difficult. Right, okay. Take the fish, the emeralds. Emeralds are nice. Lots of iron. TNT, weird. Didn't even know you could find TNT in this thing. It is becoming night once more. Okay. I don't think... There's another village up there. Okay, guess we're going that way. Okay, snow village number 2. What you got for me? Snowballs and coal. Right, thank you. Lots of bread, I'll take it. Why are they keeping snowballs in here? It's on the ground everywhere. It's not a valuable resource. More bread, more bread. How do they even get into this one? How long have you been trapped in here, mate? It does not seem warm in here. Right, it seems like once again we've been cursed with rubbish villagers. The lanterns are pretty nice, but that's about it. I mean, we did get a diamond out of this, so that's nice. I think what I'm gonna do is dump all this stuff back off on the island and then go and explore for more wood types. And while that's going on, I have the perfect opportunity to talk a bit about Wallachian history. You will learn something today. In the modern world, Wallachia is a region of Romania, sandwiched between the Carpathians in the north and the Lower Danube in the south. Bucharest, Romania's capital and largest city, lies within Wallachia, and indeed became the residence of arguably Wallachia's most famous ruler, Vlad III, more commonly known as Vlad the Impaler. Wallachia's history runs much deeper than the legacy of just one man, however. Its story rich in tales of resistance against its larger and more powerful neighbours, namely the Kingdom of Hungary, the Ottoman Empire, and later down the line, the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, and the Russian Empire. Wallachia as a political entity is considered to have been founded in the late 13th century by Radu the Black, with his seat of power at Campulung. I was just peacefully chopping trees and then it got spooky. No thank you. Jesus Christ. I just wanted it to be peaceful. I just wanted new wood types. The new Wallachian Principality was, however, beholden to the power of the neighbouring Kingdom of Hungary, until Basarab I defeated Charles I of Hungary in the Battle of Posada in 1330, becoming the first independent ruler of Wallachia. Basarab's victory over the Hungarians was very much a David versus Goliath, wherein Basarab's army of between 7,000 to 10,000 men used the region's steep and unforgiving terrain to their advantage, defeating the army of Hungary despite being out-armed and outnumbered by about 20,000 men. Despite this victory, however, Wallachia continued to face threats to its independence throughout its existence. By the early 15th century, Wallachia was firmly under the influence of the expanding Ottoman Empire. While Wallachia could retain its own dynasty, territory and religion, Wallachia had to supply the Ottomans an annual tribute as well as being beholden to the Sultan's choice of their local governance. Wallachia continued to try and assert resistance to Turkish control after this point, however, a number of times too great for this brief little history segment. Jumping wildly ahead, Wallachia was finally able to exert its own political freedoms in 1859, voting to unite with their northern neighbour Moldova under Prince Alexandru, forming the single state of Romania, finally achieving independence from the Turks in 1878. This is of course a very quick overview of Wallachian history, and I have missed hundreds upon hundreds of years of history. I don't want these videos or these segments to be super long, and I intend on covering more specific areas of Wallachian history at later points in the series. For now though, back to the video. Okay, and we're back home. Not a bad haul actually, not a bad haul. We managed to get jungle saplings and dark oak saplings. I would have loved mangrove, but I know there's now warm biomes way over that way, so I should be able to find some. I also managed to find like a full set of iron tools, apart from an axe in some villages, and a diamond nautilus armor, which is sick. Now that that's out of the way though, I think it is time to roleplay as an early Icelander and just get rid of all these traits. Through the power of editing, this will take only a split second for you. Yeah, cutting all of these down was always going to take too long, so sorry forest. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, while I do feel a little bad about causing a mass forest fire, this has saved me quite a lot of time and quite a lot of iron. Okay, now time to clear up what's left. I think that's the last of the trees. With the fire, it didn't take that long, and even though I burned a lot of trees down, I still got a good amount of spruce logs. And it's not like I'm short on spruce. There are a few other things that I want to do before building my starter base. I smelted quite a lot of the wood down into charcoal, so I've got probably an excess of torches. But what that means is I should be able to spawn-proof this whole island. Okay, that is pretty much all of our torches. I'm hearing a zombie? Pretty close. I was about to say that I felt safe here, but now I don't. What the hell? I'm so close in my head. Oh, there we go. Ah! Okay, well there's the source of that. Now that I've illuminated the whole island, things are just going to spawn like crazy down here. I should probably stop that. There's an Enderman? Jesus Christ. Okay, alright. Alright. Ah! Have I inadvertently just created a mob farm underneath my safe and secure island? I think so. There's so many things down here. Hey guys. Oh sh**. Man, this is so many zombies that I'm wondering if there's a mob spawner. That creeper could just stop trying to explode on me. There are so many of them. Wait, did I look at the Enderman? I think I did. Ah! I don't like this anymore. Okay, let's block this off so he can't come near me. Oh my god, what's happening? This was supposed to be a prelude to me building. It's all gone to pot. Leave me alone. Right. Okay, I think the creeper just killed everything. Hello, sir? Right. Is that everyone? Are we done? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna light up all of this, because I do not want that scenario again. That was terrifying. The good news is it doesn't look like anything spawned on the island while I was down there. Right, as I was saying before that ordeal, what I want to do before I get the starter base done is do a little bit of farming. And I literally mean a little bit. I'm just gonna go boop, 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 boop. It's Mr. Krabs' favourite song. Oh, I think I mean beep boop bop, beep boop beep bop. Beep boop beep. There we go, a completely efficient and professional farm. I just want some potatoes. I'm going to run out of all this bread eventually. The second and less small thing I want to do before I get the starter base built is I want to go to the nether. I know I said that I was going to take it slow, and I am. I'm not going to go and, you know, find a nether fortress instantly, but I do want to get a sense of where my nether spawn is. And while I don't particularly need anything from the nether for my starter build, it might be handy just to have some accent blocks. Like what I've got in mind might do well with some netherrack and all quartz. Now, rather than going underground, I think there are some lava pools around here. I mean, that tree's on fire, so that's got to come from somewhere. No, that tree's just on fire for seemingly no reason. Yeah, that is definitely an omen of some description. I could have sworn there was a lava pool closer by. I don't really want to spend too much time out here, because I forgot my... Oh no, I bought the bed. Scratch that. Ignore me. Still, at this rate, it might have been easier to go underground. This rings a bell. I think I saw something around here. Oh, there is. There we go. There we go. I saw the fire and I thought jackpot. Fab. This is a much easier and much safer way of doing what I'm doing. And we already got 4 obsidian from a chest somewhere, so I don't need to mine nearly as much. Okay, I think we've got enough now for a portal and an enchanting table when it comes down to that. Let's make haste back to the island before it becomes night again. Well, I should probably grab sugarcane. I haven't done that yet. It is nice to not be in such a rush to get back to the island because nothing should spawn on it anymore. It's a nice little luxury we have. I don't want to call it too early, and I know it's like episode 2, but I think we're doing alright, you know? I mean, I haven't built anything yet, it's just a barren wasteland over on that island, but you know, gotta be positive. Also, I forgot to say, if you are like Romanian or like identify as Wallachian, and you have some ideas for me, or more importantly, some corrections on whatever I'm saying, please drop it in the comments or message me or whatever you want to do. I welcome all of that. It would be fantastic. Alright, I've planted some sugarcane, planted my farm. I've also plonked down a few of the trees and the bamboo that I found over here just so I can get some resource gathering going. Before I go into the nether, I do need a little gold helmet so I'm not hacked on sight. I should probably get another flint for a flint and steel because I have burned through about 3 of those, deforesting the entire area. Oh cool, a jungle tree's already grown. Nice. I'm not too fussed on where this portal goes, it is only temporary. I just kind of want to see what the spawn's like. It's going to be some kind of nightmare scenario basalt delta, isn't it? That'll be my luck. Right, here goes nothing. Oh, thank God. Okay, it is a safe nether spawn. Nothing immediately threatening, no giant drops into lava. Yeah, I'm not mad at this. Oh, it looks like we got Crimson Forest down there as well. Let's go check that out. Try not to think about this being the first time I've been to the nether in hardcore Minecraft. And I know I'm not looking for one, but if there was a nether fortress, that would be pretty nice. It just looks like there's a forest. Okay. It's good to know for later, not right now. Where did I come from? Ooh, I was just trying to mine. Wasn't trying to hit you. That would be one hell of a way to die. Alright, yeah, I think it's about time to get out of here. I'm glad we came to visit. Oh, hey, buddy. Aren't you a cutie? You should not be running around with that. That's dangerous, buddy. Somebody needs to get him some safety scissors. Safety swords, even. Don't think those exist. Right, back to the real world, the safe world. So I guess it is time to work on my starter base. I put it off for too long. And also the whole point of this series is that I can build and talk about what I'm building in some kind of vague historical manner. That job is going to be reserved for post-production, Curly, though. As the way I like to build is go into a deep, dark, meditative hole at 2 in the morning and build like that. So that's what I'm going to do, and you're still going to hear my voice. Hooray for you. Now, I had a lot of grand ideas for this build, but as you'll see later on, that didn't exactly pan out, but the core idea remained the same. For whatever cosmic reason, I was really inspired to build some kind of monastery for my starter base. It seemed like a cool and unique idea at the time. Indeed, you can see me plotting out where the pulpit will go, facing east like all churches of course, because I'm that nitpicky. This build was primarily inspired by the Brankoven-esque art and architecture of late 17th and early 18th century Wallachia. Wait, hang on, I need to do the intro again. Brankoven architecture was named after this handsome chap, Konstantin Brankovenau. Forgive my pronunciation, I have got no idea. His reign was characterized by a period of construction, art, and culture. Brankovenau, during a period of constant battles between the world's powers of that time, put cultural development of the country above everything, and made it the goal of his life, sort of like how I'm putting off actually playing the game in favor of building. This particular build is based off the Horezu Monastery, built by the aforementioned, which is just simply beautiful. I decided to go with a blend of sandstone and stripped birch rather than something more white like the actual building, mostly because mining that much calcite and quartz sounds painful. Anyway, enough about history, he says in his history-focused hardcore series. I eventually ran out of resources, had to run underground, found a scary cave, ran away from the scary cave, and then realized this build is just way too big. It's probably like not huge when compared to some other YouTubers' builds, but certainly for me, this is getting quite out of hand. So I tore it down. Yeah, all that hard work for nothing, but it is never a bad thing to take a step back, assess your own capabilities, and come back with fresh eyes. And by fresh eyes, I mean Replay Mod and Lightmatica. The former is just absolutely incredible. I've never used it before, and just to be able to spam place down everything into the schematic I made was revolutionary. Right, okay, I went a little bit crazy with Lightmatica. I'd never used it before, and I ran out of blocks, so I've just kind of been spamming everywhere, and now I'm left with this. It looks like the end of the world has already happened. Also, if you've got a problem with me using Lightmatica, or you think it's cheating, I don't. Pretty much every YouTuber uses Lightmatica, and like, I'm designing this build all myself, I'm gathering the resources all myself, and yeah, what I normally do to build anyway is build it in creative, take a million pictures with a million different angles, and just use those as a reference to build in survival. This way it just takes me like 30 minutes rather than a couple of hours spread out over a week. Yeah, the build is much the same as the previous, so don't worry, I'm not skipping over too much. I just shrank the dimensions, and I don't think it loses anything for it. Okay, we're done. We're finally done. Jesus, I thought that I'd scaled it down to the point where it would be relatively easy to finish. But no, that's not the case. And even when recording this, I realized that I forgot to add windows. Yeah, right there. At least I have some glass. I should be way more careful than I'm being. Okay, windows done, build officially complete. Except the inside looks like this. And no, I think it looks good though. We're going to ignore that the inside isn't done, and I said that I'd finish my starter base and I didn't. It's all semantics at that point. Yeah, I really hope that I managed to capture the style that I was going for well enough. I think it looks pretty cool. It's certainly one of the largest, more complex builds that I've done. I think this is going to make quite an interesting starter base. I'm probably going to like add more detail as time goes on. Do the classic thing of just spamming plant pots and leaves. And yeah, I'll probably get the interior done either before next episode or in the next episode. But I think that's all we've got time for today. Please let me know if you enjoyed the episode, like and subscribe, etc, etc. If you got any ideas for me, any tips for me, any hate, I don't know, it all improves the algorithm, then feel free to chuck it in the comments. Like, don't hate me. That would make me really sad. Anyway, enough of the extended outro. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.